welcome to our episode number 6.
Number 6. I am Zaïa.
And I'm Magnetique.
And we're here with
Maison
Maison
Femmes.
Episode 6 in a row.
Wow.
It's been so fun.
Yeah, I feel like we're also getting to know even each other more. Because we talk about things that we wouldn't even talk about.
Totally. It gives us this opportunity to like sit and chat.
Yeah, and meet all these incredible women. Today we have such a cool special guest.
Yeah.
She was like on our list from the very
And
beginning.
we finally got her.
Hell yeah.
So we're really excited to introduce her in a little bit. But anyways, Magnetique, what has been happening lately?
Oh wow, I'm finishing this chapter in Tulum. I know. In 2 days I'm going to Europe. I'm gonna be back for sure.
You must.
I must. But I have some responsibilities and commitments in Poland, so I have to go. So I'm like really wrapping my things here. I just had 2 last gigs in Tulum. One we played together in Nomade for your birthday.
Oh, that was so
Happy
sick.
birthday.
Thank you.
It was such a beautiful evening.
It was such a beautiful evening, and it was really amazing because you really debuted your range because you played deep down tempo, and that was super sexy and cool.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much for opening the portal for me.
Thank you
Normally,
for trusting.
it would be me playing down tempo and you super up, and we switched roles this time, and it was
worked
cool.
great. And I feel like it's so beautiful to like switch these roles and give each other like chances, you know, like once I'm headlining, the other time you're headlining, and it all has place and it's beauty, and that's how we support each other.
Exactly. And it just shows the range of us as artists, that
Hell
we're
yeah.
not scared. We really love the challenge.
Yeah.
And it gives us, like, we love doing homework and we love playing with the equipment and really putting together a beautiful journey and then putting it out there and seeing how the people move to our rhythms. And it was just so nice.
Yeah. It's like envisioning the place, knowing the sound of the place, and like asking ourselves, okay, this is the space, this is the sound, so how can I fit into the space and the sound that is presented there, but also keep my essence and my signature, but like really make it in alignment with what that particular space, like Nomad and Macando, is offering. So I feel like it's so beautiful to have these pillars and find ourselves still keeping our original taste and sound, but fitting into something so beautiful like Macando. It's such a special place.
We did such a good job.
Oh my gosh.
And we had 2 of our sisters from the collective, Zoe Mad, who displayed her beautiful fabric art along the side of the wall, like massive. Everyone saw it. People were taking photos of it, used it as a runway and a backdrop. It was so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we had our Moroccan queen, Huda,
Henna.
doing henna in the corner. She made like the most beautiful little setup with her tea and her art. So, and it was so fitting, like Moroccan, in a Moroccan space.
Yeah.
So cool. Thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Always.
That's such a beautiful evening that we shared.
Our guest
We
is
see
here.
our guests, even though don't look. Don't look at her.
Spoiler alert.
Anywho, so let's move on.
Would you like to start with your track that you prepared?
Yeah. I have a track by a dear friend, Genwa Nemon from Lebanon. I met her in Lebanon, but I've been listening to her music for a while, and I had the beautiful opportunity to see her play live. And she has a really amazing live set filmed in this like ancient ruins in Lebanon on Café d'Anatolia. So check it out on YouTube. And this is a really beautiful down-tempo set that I'm really excited to share with you.
Amazing.
Enjoy it.
beautiful track.
I forgot to mention a really, really important part of introduction is the instrument that she plays, that she was named a child prodigy at the age of 8.
Wow.
She plays the Middle Eastern instrument called the kanan, which is like a string instrument that she pinches, like moves like this. It's so beautiful, like so talented, so nice. I love learning more about these ancient instruments, these exotic, that's why I like my organic
Exactly.
house.
Yeah. Maybe you will learn.
Maybe one day I will learn. Thank you for that manifestation. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Genwa, for this beautiful track. It's called Intuition.
Wow, beautiful. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm gonna play a track of Emma B. And she's an incredible French DJ, producer. I saw her play in Sisyphus in Berlin, playing vinyls, like really killing the dance floor. Such a cool girl. Also in the fashion industry. So if you check her Instagram, you can see all these cute outfits that she's wearing. So she released this track on her label. It's called La Fiesta. And you, Zaïa, played your track in 95 BPM. Mm-hmm. This track is 134. So a little bit of contrast.
It makes total sense with us. Let's hear it.
Siempre la fiesta.
Thank you, Emma Bear.
Wow. What a difference in vibration.
I know. It's like Berlin dance floor, Sisyphus, 4 a.m. in the morning.
I love that about you.
Thank you.
You're so powerful.
Yeah, I'm excited for this summer to visit Berlin, go to all my favorite places, get inspired. I feel like it's such an inspiring place for me to like really see all these like alchemists in action and so many different sounds. And yeah, it's really a special, special place for music lovers.
Cool. Never been. Maybe one day.
One day we organize our pop-up event, Maison de Femmes in Berlin.
Wow.
Drinking some organic sound.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I think we're ready for the most special part of our episode today.
Can you guess?
Can you guess?
We have a special guest. Lady in pink, come.
Irena.
Hello.
Hey, baby.
Hugs.
Nice to see you.
This is Irena.
Hey guys.
Beltropic. Welcome. We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me.
We also know that you are a host here at Mono and your own station.
Yeah, it's called Cherry Picking.
Cherry picking.
Yeah, because my label is called Cherry. And the other Cherry label person is right over there in the corner watching the show.
He's a man, but it's okay that he's
He's
here.
a man. We don't know though.
Wow.
He's a little bit of everything.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Cool. Well, Irena, we're here and we would like to know a little bit more about you. So why don't you do a little intro?
Okay, sure. So I was born in Johannesburg, South Africa, to Yugoslavian parents. My dad is from Bosnia, and my mom is from Macedonia. And my dad, not really sure, he might have been in the CIA, lived in every country of the world. So we were traveling a lot. And I ended up moving to Mexico when I was 5 to Monclova. But definitely all the different places that I've lived has had a lot to do with the way that I am. I remember I interviewed Roberto from La Piscina on my first show, and he said specifically that his parents are nomadic. And so that showed him the art of detachment early on. So I would consider myself somebody that enters and leaves spaces in a very fast fashion. I love to make friends. I'm open. But I also learned to detach from things. And when I see my friends again or see people I've met, like in Berlin, after a year, it's like family. And aside from that, I went to a private university in the States, so that's why I speak English perfectly. And I studied 3 different majors. I was a big nerd. I had to pay my own way through college, and so my father told me, you must study. You must be engineer. You must be doctor. And I was like, yeah. And I'm like in my room, not doing any of those things. And so, but I got full scholarship to go to University of Richmond, which is, I wanted to go to NYU and all these places, and I did get in, but I could only freely go to University of Richmond, which is a great private university, and I spent 4 years of my life in the library, literally, because I had 3 majors, and I was the valedictorian of that university.
Wow, so impressive.
Whatever. But yeah, so yeah, and I was specializing also in printmaking at that time. I'm actually a visual artist. And it's not like I just started off in music. I did play instruments as a child. I know Ola is like a trained classical musician, so that's very impressive. Possibly Zaïa as well, I'm not sure.
Just little things. I also came from immigrant parents that were like, you have to play piano or you're going to go nowhere in life.
You must be engineer. You must be engineer.
You must be.
And look at us now.
Look at us now. Oh my God. So yeah, I think I just was always like, my mom is really had to was born into a traditional family, but she was unconventional and had unconventional ideas. She's a witch for sure. And I think, her generation wasn't ready yet to how I can just be this unconventional human with unconventional ideas, whereas she had to be conventional in behavior in a patriarchal system in the matrix. And I think we are very privileged because the 3 of us thrive in a unconventional town in an unconventional system, but I'm sure you guys also still face patriarchy.
Of course.
Okay. So yeah, so we're good, but we're getting there.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're just like from A to B, we're like, I don't know, 60% there to the side B.
Yeah, we're amazing. Keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah. And then aside from that, almost 5 years ago, I had a baby, and his name is Baby Leo, although he's not a baby anymore. So, sorry, being a mother is definitely a big part of my identity, but it's not completely who I am.
And it's so interesting because we wanted to have you on the show for quite some time
Mm-hmm.
because we wanted to interview a woman that's in the industry and that's also a mother and really just understand better from your experience. Like, how do you balance everything?
Yeah.
What were your, concerns and how did you break through them? Like, we're so interested in women in the music industry and also
Great.
motherhood because
Yeah.
besides for just us wanting to have our little cute families, I'm sure a lot of other women are also
Yeah.
having these same thoughts.
Because for me, I'm in this phase that I feel like I would love to be a mother, but I also feel like I'm in this growth period with my music, with production, and I cannot comprehend how I could combine both. And you're such an inspiration and such an
thank you.
example of, okay, women can do it and can be
Yeah.
great at it.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you
Yeah.
for appreciating motherhood and women who are mothers, because I feel like we're a little bit invisible. Like, people definitely will be like, oh, you're a DJ, or oh, you do this, but they're never like, oh, you're a mom. You're a great mom. Like, that, it kind of is like, wow, like, we're actually invisible in society. So thank you. And a lot of times I feel like a fourth class citizen as a mother, not even a second or third class citizen, especially living in Mexico. And I'm not saying that like to say, hey, Mexico is still a very patriarchal place. It is, but so is the country where I'm from. I'm just saying, like, in general, I'm still shocked, and I live a very fourth class citizen life. Like, I could be like hauling 3 suitcases in a stroller and my son crying, and not a single man will approach me to help, like in the airport or something like that. It's really weird. I'm like, is this 2026 or 1800s? But I think we've come a long way because we forget that women only used to serve the purpose of being a mule for a man. And now look at us, like, we're literally sometimes even leading the family. So we've come a long way. I don't want to say we haven't, but there's still a long way to go. I wouldn't say that being a mother and trying to have a career is for everybody. It takes a lot of sacrifice because I was nomadic and a little bit like military brought up, like having to study really hard. I think that my parents really showed me that working really hard constantly gets you somewhere. I don't think everybody has had that privilege or background. So I think sometimes a lot of women collapse in motherhood. But I think that the main thing to remember as women is that we're portals of creation and our purpose is to create. And so literally we forget that both being a creative artist or DJ or musician is making art, and also being a mother is creation. You're a creator. So it goes hand in hand. And when you become a mother, you learn to amplify your art even more because you become more creative. I remember when I was pregnant, I was really worried, and somebody helping me through my pregnancy said, once you birth a child, it brings a token of abundance. And so you don't have to be worried about anything. I think God or the source is so intelligent. Why would we have this biology? We're supposed to have children, and I respect all the women that don't want to be mothers. That's absolutely also a necessary space that they have in this world. But us as women, we become amplified creational goddesses once the child is here. And all of we naturally grow into this person that is a mother. Before that, we might feel insecure. And I definitely, because I'm a nerd, read probably 1,000 books about children and pregnancy and toddlers and everything. I'm also an educator. I also have a master's degree in education. A lot of people don't know that. I also worked at Los Amigos de la Esquina, and I have been working there for 8 years, a few years ago in a more intense way, directly with children. But I absolutely love children, and they're a necessary part of our journey of learning and having less ego and also relating to the world. Sorry if I'm babbling a lot.
No, it's such wisdom. So thank you so
Okay.
much for sharing.
I have a few notes too, so I'm not looking at my phone like texting. Is my kid alive? I'm just seeing. Okay, wait. So once I became this artist and a DJ, and I was also a mom, a lot of people said, "How are you going to do both? And what has motherhood changed about you?" And I said, before I was a mother, I would definitely say I was a people pleaser. I don't know. Have you guys ever been in the position of people pleasing?
Still are at times.
Sometimes.
Okay. I never know. I always have to ask, 'cause sometimes I'm like, am I still the only one doing it, or?
We all do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Consciously, everyone is a little bit of a people pleaser.
All right. And then have you ever been in this environment where maybe you had to be a little bit more like girly or flirty to try to charm your way into something? Because I'm definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, once you become a mother, that stops. Because all of a sudden, when you're a mother, you have to have limits and boundaries because your time is not available anymore. Unfortunately, sometimes when we enter into work environments, people expect that our time to be available at any moment of the day, especially now with WhatsApp and Instagram. Okay, so when you're a mother, all of a sudden you're like, no, my time is available in chunks. So you become ultra organized. So for somebody that, like, let's say you want to make 10 albums in the next 5 years, it's perfect because you become ultra organized and motivated to do that. Before I had a kid, sometimes I would flounder around on the couch and be like, well, I'll do it next week. I want to finish this Netflix series. I don't know.
Time is more valuable now.
Time is more valuable. And then, yeah, so that's what I would say. That motherhood has made me more intentional and focused and have stronger boundaries. Oh, yeah. So, and then I want to just say that there's no perfect balance. Like, someday my art wins and sometimes motherhood wins. And I think that's a cool way to be in general, because I think, are we supposed to be perfectly mechanical every day as producers, as photographers, whatever we do? I'm sure there's even days as a woman without a child that your hormones are unbalanced and you feel out of it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And I think it's so nice to speak to two women who don't feel like intimidated by other women, who actually feel, I would say I really love you got your guys' essence, because you really are very inclusive of women, and we need more of this attitude, because feels like there's competition between women, especially in this industry, where we really should be holding each other's hand and making this giant chain of let's keep pulling each other forward.
Yeah. There is space for everyone.
The cake is huge. There's no way that God made this world without everybody having a bite of this cake.
And if you really feel in your heart, this is my path, like, you're gonna make it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to, like, compete and fight your way through it. You just need to, like, do your work and allow it to come, and bring your woman with you. It's more fun and interesting.
Way more. I'm sorry, guys. I love you, but I totally love my female friends way more than men.
Gosh, yeah.
Like, sorry, guys. Even, like, I prefer sometimes just being with women than lovers. Although I have women lovers too. It's like I prefer to just be around women.
Yeah. We have our business meetings on the beach in Irena.
Yeah.
And just, like, chatting and doing our social media and planning our next events, and it's the best.
Yeah, so it's great that you guys make space for this theme of motherhood in your female-oriented podcast, because motherhood, we came from mothers.
Yeah.
And it's nice to recognize that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, so maybe we can talk a little bit about, like, since I'm a woman in music and you guys are women in music, how do you feel about being in male-dominated spaces?
Oh gosh, like, I mentioned that in our first episode, because I really studied music history, and, like, up to like 1900s, there was no music composers.
Of female music composers?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Like, it was such a male-dominated industry. Sometimes in churches, that men only were allowed. Men only could sing.
I had no idea. That's
It's like
really
women
scary.
didn't have any voice. So it's not just like right now we're awakening. It's like it's like hundreds of years of women not having space.
Oh my God. So hold on. So before the 1900s in churches, females could not sing.
I think
Basically.
it's like the
Well, we don't
medical-
know the exact date.
Exactly. Yeah. But, like, for instance, like, let's say Chopin, who was his teacher? His mother. But she's not
wow.
even, like, really in the books.
No,
People
I
don't
didn't know
talk
that.
about her.
No.
Because it's like always men have the spotlight. And I'm sure there were so many incredible female producers, not producers, but composers.
Oh,
but we just
definitely.
don't know about them. I don't know about them. if you ask me about male composers
For sure.
from like romantic era or classicism or medieval, I only know male composers.
Even male painters, like they always like they never talk about the
Exactly.
wives who are actually even more genius sometimes.
Exactly.
It's very I don't know I don't know why men are so intimidated by us when we're just here to like spread love and joy
Also, yeah.
and give
in a
and give
softer way.
pleasure.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
like, it's like this male ego of like, I don't want them to shine, because they know when women shine, it's like such a bright light, that it's.
I still haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
A lot of my partners in this lifetime have been really uncomfortable that I am this like strong woman with some masculinity, and I'm like, dude, I'm just here to support and share. But when did you guys watch that movie Dune?
Yeah.
You haven't?
No, I don't
You
think
should,
so.
because there's this like part where I was like, oh my god, basically in the movie Dune, I don't know if it's like the past and the future in one. It's like this post-apocalyptic yet ancient movie. And so I'm like, okay, so this is maybe 2400, and then there's the presence of the female in that movie is all these like underground witches that actually have been whispering in the ears of male rulers how to run things. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's what I come from.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because like we should feel empowered, because really we have been ruling kingdoms through our own silent ways.
Yeah. Like, I'm really blessed with a partner that is supporting me so much, and even his ex-wife, she was nominated to Grammy for her singing.
Oh my god.
And he was always like, shine, and he takes so much pleasure and joy from providing and seeing women shine and use their voice.
Well, that's lovely. Who is he? Where is he? Why didn't we bring him on the show? Where are you? I have been lucky. Like, I've been married twice, and both the husbands I've had are very supportive in my,
Yeah.
and so that's cool. But I definitely had partners before, after, and in between that are just like, I can't do this, and I'm like, okay, or they're like, I can't share the stage with you, and you're like, oh, all right.
It's a little sad. You're a little softy.
Okay, let me see what other notes I have. Do you think, like, for example, if you guys don't have children, will you feel disappointed, or what will you feel?
That's a deep question. If I don't have children, will I feel disappointed?
Yeah, the only reason I ask is because, like, I feel that when I had my kid, that's when it catalyzed for me, like, the breaking generational patterns. Will you feel disappointed if you don't have kids?
I'm not sure if... I don't know about the word disappointed, but I feel like I will... It would be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Because I have so much love to give, and I'm
So much
motherly
love.
and nurturing that I would love to produce a child too, you know, and have my offspring and like watch them grow and support all of this. So would I be disappointed? Perhaps, yeah. There's other ways to have children, right? I just
Definitely
feel like
other
there's, like,
ways.
it's in my path for sure. Like, I have so much love to give that I want to.
And there's so many kids that also would love to be adopted.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would love to be a mother, and I probably, because like we are spiritual, right? So I
Yeah.
feel like if I wouldn't have a kid, I would like see it as a part of my path, and I would have to learn to allow it. But definitely feeling like this family unit, and just like, yeah, giving birth. so much
It's the
fun.
best. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Like giving birth and feeling like a baby in your arms is an amazing feeling. I hope everybody that's a woman, if they would like to have a baby, can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you an only child?
No, so I have a brother that's 10 years younger than me, and he looks exactly like me. But he's a huge nerd. He's an industrial designer, and he's like super supportive and everything. But yeah, totally different than me. Like, he's super smart and nerdy, but definitely took a more appropriate route to life. Whereas everybody in my family is like, can you not call us every 3 days and tell us it's a 911 situation? They're like, oh, now what do you want? Okay. I would like to say something before this show ends, and because I'm a fried mom, I don't want to forget. So can I say it right now?
Please.
Sorry for my ADHD. Okay. Your life doesn't end when you become a mother. I want a lot of women to know this because everybody's like, dude, I don't want to be a mom because, and I'm like, what? Because what? Like, I still go to raves. I am the fucking rave.
You are.
Like, so basically, it's not that your life ends, it transforms.
Sure.
And you just learn to choose better. You learn to choose the energy you want in your life. You learn to choose the opportunities, your jobs, your limits, your boundaries. That's the only thing that changes.
We hope that whoever these women are, like they lose that mentality.
Yeah.
Because it is just, we're living this life. We have a lifetime. Like, nothing is ever ruined. It's just always developing.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. And then a lot of women say, well, I don't know how you have kids. How do you get everything done? And I just say, you prioritize certain things per day, which I think is a good tactic for anybody to use, whether you have a child or not.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's like not that big of a deal. And you can create, I think all of us kind of live in this sort of like big community system. And I have a lot of my friends support me and they babysit for me. And like, you know, sometimes I have to make it work. Sometimes my son has to come and it's fine. We make it work. We live in a day and age where all of us are connected through Instagram and social media and whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let me see.
I've seen your son out sometimes, like at the lagoon, and it's so beautiful to see like your friends, your male friends, like playing with
yes.
him, and he's like having such a good time.
Yeah.
That's what friends are for.
You know what's cool? I went to Mexico City. Like, so I live half the time in Mexico City, half the time in Tulum. And last week I had a really intense week. So I work for some clubs in the city called Departamento en Tonal. And then another venue called Minos. And then, so I was like super busy. And actually the partner of the father of my child is a painter. And she spent like a few days painting with my son. Like, she's not a mom, but she was like, dude, I'll help you. Just don't worry about it. And I was like, all right. And that was like also mending my relationship with her. And I thought, girl power, because in the end, I think women want to support each other.
Yes.
It might be awkward, but then you get through the awkwardness and you're like, wait a minute. The vagina is just a power portal.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm happy to hear that. That is really
Yeah.
beautiful. Because we
Yeah.
don't have to have this like weird like animosity or like weird energy with each other as women, no matter what the relationships are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's a little tricky at first sometimes, but like I think if we try to be our best selves and we put aside our ego and our whatever, sometimes like, you know, when you enter a space and you just feel like women might dislike you. I don't know. Has that ever happened to you guys?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yes.
Okay. I try to just imagine that energy that I'm feeling, that it's just their wounded inner girl, their little girl.
Yeah.
And then I try to do my best to just be myself and also be my inner child. And hopefully I'll connect with that person. And if not, I just say, oh, well, hopefully in the next lifetime I can.
Yeah, and that's beauty of like having this inner work and spiritual practice and having awareness, because we can approach these relationships from more this like grounded presence, compassion.
Well, I think that's why that's what I'm saying, we're privileged.
Yeah, we're so privileged.
Because there's so many women that are living in poverty or of different races, of different classes. They have not even scratched the surface of healing.
Yeah.
So if we are aware and we have privilege, we have to talk about these things and we have to share this knowledge with other women. That's why when I was living in Tulum, this whole time I was working at Los Amigos de la Esquina, because I was able to be around women who were not in the best situations. Now Tulum has changed. The people who live here have changed. So the situations aren't as harsh as what I was exposed to even like 5 years ago, but definitely simple concepts about self-love and things like that are things that some women have never heard about.
Yeah.
And even my mom, like, I don't know about y'all. How were your mothers? Because my mother definitely was just this like selfless, you know, definitely I would say sometimes she didn't love herself enough.
My mom passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But so it was really interesting with her, because at the very beginning we had a really difficult relationship, but she had this awareness of like when she yelled at me or something was not right, she always felt like she wanted to change. She felt like she's acting from some pattern that is like ancestral. And then before passing, like I really feel like she completely woke up.
Wow.
It was so powerful to watch her be like this beam of light and compassion and forgiveness and just like so I'm so grateful I got to witness that, and right now I feel her presence and her guidance, and I have this image of her being in that super powerful feminine essence before she was passing.
That's so beautiful.
I know. So
How long ago was that?
It was 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's like definitely such a beautiful example of being a powerful woman. We come from a super small town in Poland. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle of nowhere, and she was like really into health. So
Wow.
like 15, 20 years ago, no one was thinking about organic, and she's like opening organic stores, talking about health, talking about how she healed cancer through healthy food. Like
Wow.
growing her own fruits and veggies and being really judged by people, being called a witch, but she believed that that's the way. And she was really paving something new and fresh, and I feel like that's what allowed me to like get out from this super small town. When I see my friends, I'm like, wow, how blessed I am that I'm where I am.
Wow. Yes. So you can fully express yourself.
Exactly.
Wow. It's so interesting to hear the stories about people's moms, because I think it reminds us that like women are not this monoculture of Pilates and matcha. Can we remind women this, because we're not
Say
a
it louder.
monoculture, please. We're not a monoculture. Like it's a kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like we're just like literally this freaking phone and the Instagram have just like narrowed our vision.
Yeah. I'm really curious about both of your moms.
Well, my mom is actually here in Tulum right now. She
Oh,
visits so
snap.
often.
Where's she at?
Yeah.
Where's she at?
I know. It's so beautiful. When I came to Tulum 6 years ago, my parents are travelers, so they're in this inspiration of being married for many years and traveling around the world together and always having fun. And I came to Tulum during the pandemic, and they weren't scared to travel, so they kept coming and visiting me wherever I was in Mexico. I did a lot of traveling. And then they purchased a home here.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so they come pretty often. So they're here right now. It was just my birthday a few weeks ago, or last week actually, exactly. So they're here to celebrate the birth of their first daughter. It's actually my mom's birthday. It was just my born day, right?
Wait, you guys have the same birthday?
No, she gave birth to me.
Right.
So it's her
birthday.
Right?
Oh, that's so crazy.
I know, it's just my born day.
That's
It's
cool.
Actually we celebrate her, our
That's
mothers.
awesome.
She's so wonderful. She's so soft, and she's so strong inside also. But in this like immigrant Soviet Union style of upbringing, she really is in her complete feminine, like.
Nice.
And that's the dynamic with my parents. Like my dad's like really strong and does everything, and my mom just surrenders to it. So she has her advice to me on how to behave and how to like, relate with men. And then I also have my own experiences. Like I have a lot of my dad in me. I'm very strong. I'm very independent. Like there's things that my mom doesn't understand about this. And just growing up in New York City, like I'm tough and I like to move around by myself, and my mom never really did that, you know, and she's totally fine with that way.
I think we are the generations that are like the first to like
Yeah.
do whatever our moms dreamed of.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's
she's
cool.
always worried a little bit, but I'm good.
I think at this point they're just like, go for it. No?
Yeah.
They learn to trust, I think.
Yeah, just like, let me know when you're home.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I don't mean to rush, but we
No
have
worries.
5 minutes.
No, we have 15 because we started 10 past.
We have 15. Sorry?
But we have to keep going with the programmation.
Okay, so we have 5 minutes. It's all good. And to wrap it up, Irena, we really want to introduce some of your music.
Okay.
We always introduce like in the beginning, we always introduce like female producers. We introduce
Sweet.
them, share some music, and
We'd love to hear your music.
yeah, we're so lucky to have a producer with us.
You.
Listen to an original sounds.
Well, because one of my best friends is in here, Lautaro, I'm gonna put a track that we're whatever that was. I'm gonna put a track that we're currently working on. It's not finished, but I think it's a. I do the vocals on this track too, and I feel it really represents like a past Irena and a future Irena, and like a wise woman and then like a little girl. Like I play with the tonalities, so I'm just gonna put it on. Is it channel 1?
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Obsidian mirrors eclipse the truth.
This song is called Round and Round. Configuration, I don't mind. I don't mind the size of your situation. It's not your eyes or your configuration. I don't mind the size of your situation. It's not your eyes or your configuration. I don't mind. You swing me up and down. You swing me round and round. You swing me up and down. You swing me round and round. You swing me up and down. You swing me round and round. You swing me up and down. You swing me round and round. Obsidian mirrors eclipse the truth, eclipse the mind. You cannot measure time, 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 time. Sound Nation, na 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 na. Commute to this wild sound. Don't be afraid of this alien code. It's not your eyes or your configuration. This song comes straight from an alien nation.
Wow, wow, wow. What an epic track.
Round and round.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, I'm so excited for you to share that with me and to play it.
Yeah.
The voice is very sensual, sexy, funkadelic, and cool. Thanks.
Thanks to you guys. Yeah, that's a Scorpio voice. I like Chloe Sevigny. Do you know her?
Yeah.
She's on the song with Soul Wax, and that was a big inspiration.
Wow.
Cool. That was really fun. Thank you also for getting us up in a dance
Oh my
party.
gosh. Do you have anything, like the last thing that you would like to share?
Like, is there a specific topic at the end of your radio show that women say, or anything?
Any final words?
That women are divine portals of creation, and whether you're a mother or not doesn't make you better or lesser. I think we just need to grab each other's hands and keep walking forward together. And thank you so much for having me and identifying that mothers are also important in society, because we are the most important part of society.
Yeah.
And if you're a man, the next time you travel in an airplane or a bus, please look around and notice if there's a mother around, because she might be in distress and she might be exhausted, dehydrated, sweating, and tired, and help her out with her bags.
That's all. Just a
Love you
little
guys.
help. You rock.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Mono Radio, for having us here.
you so
Episode
much.
6. Thank you, Irena. Also, Shua over here. Thank you for the beautiful music. The wisdom.
Thank you, Zaïa.
Thank you, Magnetique. Thank you, Wonka, over there.
Okay.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.